Okay, it's Wednesday, September 23rd, the first day of autumn, and we're going to take a day ride. We are going to go up to Pressman's home. It's right just outside of Rogersville, kind of out in the country. It's really interesting. We did this ride a couple, 3 years ago. It's a modern day ghost town, and from like 1911 to the late 60s, it was like a home and a campus, a learning center for if you were in the newspaper business. You went there to learn how to do the trade, and then I think there was something about the newspaper world that people were getting sick, and they had a retirement home there where they would take care of them. I don't know exactly the details, but then in the 1960s the union decided to move to Washington, and so the place kind of got abandoned, and then someone tried to take it over in the 70s and it didn't work out. So it's really like a modern day ghost town, and if you get online, it's really interesting. There's a lot of like legends about it, and one of the big legends is if you try to get onto the property, there's a guy that will shoot at you. Now, we were there. There's people inside the building. We don't know if they're squatters or what they are. But this was 2 or 3 years ago. But it's real kind of eerie and spooky looking, and some of the buildings have burned down, but some of them are still there. And it was a whole town. It had its own post office, its own church, its own mausoleum. It had a 4-story hotel, and it's just out in the middle of the country. So that's where we're going today, and then we're going to ride up to Sneedville, go to Harrogate, ride up to Sneedville, and then come down to Pressman's home, and we'll check in along the way.